Hello, everybody.
Good
We are back.
afternoon.
It's day 3 of Final Fantasy 6 5 script blitz. I'm gonna get that wrong sometime.
5 script blitz.
Blitz. We're gonna do some blitzes later. Looks like we're about 10% through the script. I estimate we'll probably get to like 70 to 80 by the time we're done. Today we're going to begin with jumping into the river. And then at that point, we got 3 ways to go. I haven't decided which one we're going to do.
Oh, we never did a poll.
Yeah, I never did a poll. I'm worried that I'm like blasting my Twitter feed with all of this stuff, so I'm trying to slow it down. Oh, speaking of which, I just posted an update from day 2. It's a really long article. These are getting longer than I expected, so what we're doing is I'm taking like a day off, at least a day off between streams so I can write it all up. Mm-hmm. It's annoying, but I think it'll be worth it, like in the end.
Can you believe that we thought we were going to do this 6 days a week and have all the articles up and ready
Well,
each
originally
day?
we were just going to like take the notes, the quick notes that you're typing here and plop them on there. And we could totally do that, but it would be really...
Lame-o.
It wouldn't be insightful.
Yeah.
Like I was writing all the stuff for today's article and I felt like, man, this feels like I'm just writing for my books. By the end we'll have like a book amount of stuff. Right, here's the river.
So is this pronounced Lethe River?
Yeah, I don't know.
I looked at your update today.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. This raft will take us to Narshe.
Okay.
Fan translation is more like a direct command, and it's more like, let's do this thing. It's kind of,
yeah.
It's kind of surprising. Okay. Get on the raft.
Do you ride a citadel?
I wonder how it came across that. Alright. So I know Ikada means raft, but I didn't know it means skewered baby il kabayaki. Or a forearm protector.
By the way, Mado is achieving this through HTML, the highlighted Japanese stuff.
Oh yeah, it's connected to my emulator. I did some programming stuff. Head toward Narshe, but protect Bandit at all costs.
Why, is he like a weakling?
He's the head of the returners, so like...
You put him in the back, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Before we did this.
Also, if you have a question in the chat, type BBQ before your question, so I
Oh
notice
yeah,
it.
okay. If Bandit's put out of commission, your journey's over.
Do you have to know which way to go in this river?
Sometimes, but not yet. Let's look at these names.
I like Nautiloid.
Civil Amour.
Oh.
Yeah, this is one of those things where I don't really know what it would be. Looks like they left the same in GBA, the exosite. Mm-hmm. And here's kind of how you pronounce it in Japanese. Shibiru Amour, I guess.
I would call it
I feel like it's some sort of
water scorpion.
science, yeah, look. Water Scorp.
Yeah.
Aquascorp. Which pause did I do?
I don't know.
There we go.
I think I might have seen Neckburn at
Oh, really?
the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't look. I forgot to look.
Google's doing weird stuff down there.
Neck burn.
Maybe.
I did some tune-ups. Oh, I always forget which way I should go to get everything.
Oh.
What do you guys recommend to make sure I get all the text and get all the treasures?
Scuba Scorp.
Scuba Scorp, I like that.
Scorp Soaker.
Which way should we go, you guys?
Oh, Alexpert isn't here. Nor, Lucklight. What will we do?
Oh no.
We've got no idea.
Straight. Alright, I guess we'll just have to go...
I would say left.
You think?
Yeah. That's just where I would do if I was playing this normally by myself.
Alright, Pterodon. Lesser Lopros. What is a Lopros anyway? Lopros. Nothing shows up there. Seems familiar.
The only thing that sounds close is Lapras. Does not look like the Lapras Pokemon. Okay, we have a hint from... Oh, I lost it. Gauntlet played this part last night and went left 3 times and got nothing. So we've already done a bad turn.
Oh, okay. Oh, health.
Keela.
Weird. So I think it must use some special custom programming to make it say health up there. I think is this the one? Is this the part where you can like tape down your controller, and it'll just like keep going in a circle, and then if you leave it on for a while, you'll level up. You'll just keep fighting enemies over and over and over. And then if you do that all night, if you leave it going all night, when you wake up, you'll be many levels up.
Like how you get Mewtwo?
Is that a thing?
In Smash Brothers Melee?
Oh yeah. Or you have to just like leave it on a
Leave
real
it
long
on
time?
overnight. Technically, you're supposed to play some mode a certain amount of crazy hours.
Mhm.
Most people achieve that by just, I think adjusting all the health.
Oh,
and-
darn you, Bannon. I programmed that level up thing to work, and then Bannon is a weird character, so he didn't show up right.
Oh.
I hate you, Bannon. So it looks like this is that part where you just go in a circle, maybe? Well, this takes you into this little spot, I think. You can save it here.
Oh, hey. That's nice.
Let's save it here. Well, actually, I need to pull up my thing so I can see if my saves are saving. Okay, let's go here.
There's a Babel 2 manga. They had a monster called Ropros, and it might be a shout out to that. It's a pterodactyl-like creature.
Okay, cool. It's too bad I can't like do health here. That'd be neat. Oh, what does he have equipped? I wonder. A Punisher, Magus hat, silk robe. Okay. I guess I could have healed there.
I got Mewtwo. In Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And then, oh,
I think left will take us back down there.
it feels like it will. Let's go up.
Oh, I didn't look at the translation there.
Although this one took us in a circle. Oh no.
That's fine.
Let's go left. The fan translation says forward and left.
Did it say?
Yeah. That makes me think forward as in forward the way the raft is facing, which would be left on the screen.
You're right. That's good. Good point, Paul.
Should I write that?
Yes. Directions are one thing you really don't want to mess up in a translation. Even just like the slightest little weirdness will cause headaches for players. Looks like we're already here. Here's our boyfriend. What is it?
Google like
They didn't even bother. So it literally is like what. So that's why you have the plain fan translation of what there. But in Japanese, when you say nanda nanda, like that is like, what do we have here? Or what's going on here? And that's why the GBA translation has it that way.
oh yeah. So this is somebody's least favorite part of the game. I don't know if we can connect spiritually with that kind of opinion.
Alright, so let's
I love Ultros.
pause.
Okay, so
Okay,
Ultros.
please don't go away, text. Alright, so I have to pause it because this is timed. And so he's doing a silly laugh, uhyo-hyo, in Japanese there. And now he's saying like, oh, I'm gonna be a barricade here, like one of those kinds that you put in a road. I'm not gonna let you through. This is like my being a meanie. So that's kind of what he's gonna say in Japanese there. I can't let you pass, so you're not gonna pass any questions.
Yeah, any questions? It's like any questions type of thing. He's not that badass.
Game over.
So instead of you're up the creek without a paddle.
Don't tease the octopus, kids. So he says a lot of interesting things. I remember that if I'm not careful, this can be pretty bad. Oh, he's going youch. In Japanese, he's going achichichi, which is like the sound you make when something's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Ouchiwawa.
cool. So I always wondered why, like in Japanese, he's about to say seafood soup. I always wondered what that was about. In Japanese, he's saying like boiled octopus, like the kind that you know when you cook it. So that makes sense. I never understood why he said seafood soup, but the line is so memorable for English players that the GBA translation left it in, but like clarified it more.
Yeah.
I always wondered why he said seafood soup. I almost thought it was like his weird way of saying like,
Oh crap.
or like gee willikers or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, just like one of those sort
Like
of
son of a submariner.
yeah, basically something like that.
And Google
Playback.
playback.
I wonder why. What? He's doing a lock, not ink. Okay, so apparently blinding does not matter because the game's bugged. Probably should talk about his name. I don't know much about his name though.
Ultros? Orthos?
Delicious morsel. So he's saying like, oh, cute girl, you're just my type. And then he blushes. He makes a blush sound here. I wonder if it shows up. Yeah, there you go. With a blush. So,
He's just saying goo goo gobble gobble gobble. Jesus.
and in Japanese, his like so there's like a million different pronouns, ways to say I and me in Japanese. I need to write an article about this sometime. And he uses one called wai. So it's pretty
Wai?
unusual, and you don't really ever see it outside of entertainment, I would say. Well, maybe like with weird dialects, I guess. But does it show up here? Oh, here it is, yeah. Used toward people of equal or lower status. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't.
Huh.
But I'll look into that and talk about it in the article. Here we have oh, that one's a tasty morsel. I'd love to get my tentacles around her. Slurp.
That's a little dirty.
That's quite different from the original Japanese there. There's what a cute girl you have there, yum. I don't think they knew what po meant, the fan translator, and Google is just saying its own
Before
name.
you push play, we had a question real
Yes.
quick. Why does the fan translator decide squid instead of octopus?
Oh, that's a good shoot, I need to see it show up again.
I'll write that down. Squid
But he
versus
says taco, which is an octopus. I don't know why he says squid. Is like this character, if you actually see his, I wonder if I take like, I wonder like if you can see tentacles under there or not, but
Under the ocean?
he's definitely an octopus, right, you guys? He's not some sort of weird squid.
Oh no, he absolutely is.
Okay.
Like his head isn't like
Yeah.
triangular like a
he's
squid.
he's not pointy.
Yeah.
I also don't know the difference between a squid and a cuttlefish, so
Oh, I do.
what's the difference?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I
Don't worry about it.
I kind of, I know, I half know.
It's okay. We can talk about it in the article or something.
Okay.
Shoot, which button? Which pause? Let me get my bib.
I like that.
Tentacle. This hurts.
Ugh.
I should have anticipated it and blocked it.
Should you just have her defend the whole time?
No. Muscleheads, hate them. I like that, muscleheads. And then like it's like some like muscle and then like super like full of it, like swelling. I guess
Swole.
Yeah, swole basically. I hate swoles.
I hate
Muscleheads.
swole dudes.
What about the Orda? I don't know where that came from. And I think he does a thing too.
I like how, because the text is so limited up there, it's just like, muscleheads, hate
Yeah,
them.
you have to really.
No, I like that. It worked for that line.
Okay. I'm having to like keep a couple things in mind at once here. Is this gonna hit everyone?
Ooh. Bannon!
Oh, good. She's gonna get healed up.
Okay.
I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm curious to see. I forgot what blitzes I have available. I got it wrong.
Well, everybody got fire right. Oh, it's that line. See, look, boiled squid, boiled squid.
It's a good point. I'm glad you caught that. Stuff's
No.
going so fast that I can't really.
Someone in
check it
the
all.
chat mentioned
Okay,
that.
thanks, chat. You know what? I forgot in my article. I totally forgot to mention the Gillionaire thing, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I gotta update that. Can you
Okay.
write a note? Now Wong's great Gillionaire idea. You frighten me. So he says, like, yeah, your face is scary. Like, he says it in sort of a silly way, as you can see here.
Count 7.
Count 7. I don't know how you got that, Google. You frighten me.
Your ugly mug gives me the creeps. That's
Yeah.
so good.
That's weird, because now it says octopus tentacle here.
Oh, went away.
Yeah, in the fan translation.
Yeah.
Oh no, if he dies, it's over. Oh. That's all, friends.
Sploosh.
He's squelching. He's making a sound, whatever you would call that.
Go, 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 go.
Sploosh blub blub. That's all, folks.
So this...
You can see that the fan translation is like, taking inspiration from the Super NES translation rather
Yeah.
than fully translating right here.
Because in Japanese, he's just making noises.
Yeah, he's just making sounds. So right, he mentioned that.
Okay. So this is the...
So this is like with J2E. It looks like...
Go.
I don't know if it was ever mentioned or like was said to be like based on the Super NES translation, but then like retranslated when necessary. I don't know how they presented it, but it looks like they're doing a lot of the J2E style thing where it's a retranslation, but also a rephrasing of the original translation.
Yeah, Looney Tunes... They answered a Looney Tunes reference in the fan translation. It's kind of a reference in Super Nintendo. That's all,
friends?
folks.
Maybe, I don't know. I can see where they're coming from. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I know this song.
Yeah. I guess we thrashed it. So it's, in Japanese, it's like, did we get it? Did we defeat it? Did you do it? I guess
Okay.
it got the point. Sabin kind of changed, or GBA changed it a tiny bit. Don't bet on it. And Edgar say no, it doesn't feel like we beat it. Maybe it just went underwater, dived underwater, dove underwater. Which is it, dove or dived?
Dove, but I think that's one of those words
Is
where
it
it
can go
depends.
both?
Yeah. Like sneaked and snuck.
They're probably just hiding from us. Ew. Yeah, she's shrieking in Japanese, and then she's saying something happened to my leg.
Cash! Something to tomorrow!
Something stuck to my leg. Looks like the GBA copied that. Tara, over here. It's all right now. You're saying that like sort of like an old man would in entertainment. Watch out. So in here it's more like doesn't work here, but like stop screwing around. Like you could almost put a swear word in there if you wanted.
Playfully playing.
So like, and then I'm going to use my special attack, which is like the certain kill technique. Tear him to pieces. I'm going to smash it with a blitz. I'm going to tear it apart with my martial arts. Death blow technique.
So, the 8-armed freak?
Mm-hmm.
When did 8-legged freaks come out, the movie?
As well after.
Okay.
No, Sabin. Don't distract me, brother. Whoa, look at all of those exclamations. Out of my way, Edgar. So it looks like there's going to be another line here, but the GBA takes it out. So I'm going to assume that it's not going to show up here. Yep.
Google's, oh well.
He's always been a tad zealous. I think this was like one of the first times I ever encountered the word zealous.
Mm-hmm, that
Or-
seems right.
It says,
Make a messy.
make a messy. Sabin. Terra is shouting in the Super NES version, but not the others. Don't worry about him. Oh, he'll be fine. Yeah, it's all pretty good. Are you sure he's okay, Bannon? Yeah, he is. He says Bannon ... Sama here. So that's why you have to ... sir.
Really,
Dear.
Bannon, dear?
They have a relationship we didn't know about. You should know better than any of us. He says, you're his brother. You should know more than any of us. Yeah, GBA has it real good. Yeah, it looks like the fan translation didn't understand what was being said here. So the next line says, before long he'll certainly jump out full of energy, something like that. There's nothing about taking on a small army or anything like that. Any moment he'll flop right onto the raft.
Right as rain.
What the? Seems a little too perky. And so remember how I said that I translated it as he'll jump back out full of energy?
Yeah.
So in Japanese, Edgar says, I guess that was a little too much energy, haha. And then they've that connection isn't really as clear. So in GBA version, they changed onto the raft part.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The fan translation didn't seem to make that catch. I think the Super NES translation didn't make the catch. You can go ahead and put it down. I don't think it's a big deal, though. Sabin. Matthew. See, even Google thinks that's supposed to be Matthew. Sabin. And then he says, you're on your own now, basically. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Well, then, do it yourself. We lost Sabin?
Well, this is where everyone splits up, basically.
Oh. Hey, come back. Oh, goodbye.
All right. Edgar and Terra race toward Narshe while protecting Bannon. Okay. But what about Sabin, who was swallowed by the raging waters? And... oops, I screwed that up. Made that window too big. How is Locke faring after having penetrated the Empire's defenses in South Figaro?
Oh, did we leave him there? I couldn't remember.
And so, in the Japanese version, it's made clear that he's sneaking back into South Figaro to stir up trouble and make things hectic for them. But it's not as clear here. Like, I never really realized why he's going there. I thought he was maybe just going for like recon or something, you know? Earlier in the script, he does mention that what he's doing it for, but it's easy to forget. GBA version also keeps that the same.
That's right. So he's not really doing this?
No, he is. It's just like he's going there for a specific reason.
Okay.
That's maybe,
Okay.
Well, they wrote it weird, so I can't show it up there, but... Right. It's all going according to plan. Choose a scenario, Kupo.
So, we have a suggestion from Mighty Bob Barker. Terra, Sabin, Locke is supposedly the easiest way to do it based on transferring items from one party to the next. So, Terra first, then Sabin, then Locke.
Okay.
I would want to do Terra first just because if we put Bannon in the front,
Well, you want to see
he'll have the
wacky
weird
thing?
sprite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me do a save here. This will be a good save. I hope it doesn't crash because this is a weird place. Okay.
All according to Keikaku.
Mog is empty, but wait, we let him have a spear. Before.
Yeah. Mog, I don't trust you.
Oops. What's my items look like? Okay, so you want to do these first? Okay. Fleeing the Empire's troops, Bannon, Edgar, and Terra ride the rapids toward Narshe. The going won't be easy.
That's what I always wondered. Why do they present it to us in all caps when other names aren't?
So you can change it if you want. When you
Yeah.
name it, yeah. Like in a way, I kind of like it. When how they stick out like that.
Oh.
There's just something about it that I always like. But yeah, I understand.
I do not.
Well, especially when you're analyzing something like this.
No, just even when I was playing like a Zelda, I would have to put my name right.
Yeah. The evil hand. Okay. So the fan translation says, fleeing the Empire's evil hand, they, escape. In Japanese, it's literally like, so we've talked about Ma, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Ma, and it means a million different things. So it's kind of like the hand of Ma. They're fleeing the Empire's hand of Ma. And what we would usually say is, in English, we would call that clutches.
Mm.
So trying to flee from the clutches of the Empire or something like that. But it looks like the fan translation team wasn't familiar with that phrase. Like even this thing doesn't recognize it, but if you look it up in a dictionary, you'll see it. And so it just literally called it evil hand, which is strange. I mean, you can understand what
Google
it's saying.
did it too.
Oh, Google. Get better, Google. All right. Okay, let's look at these names. There's the Lapros. There's the... Yeah, it literally is like...
Ipplecrapple?
That's basically... What does that mean, you guys? Where did it come from?
If you say that out...
Ipuruku.
Furuku.
Who came up with these names? Like seriously, what Japanese guy came up with these names? I'm really curious.
Yeah.
I wonder if they worked on other games and named other things.
If you say it out loud, it's like, I don't know. No idea.
I think this heals someone. Edgar is too cool.
Crapple is an old-fashioned way to say claw?
Claw? Really?
That was the Nautiloid, though. He didn't have a claw.
Oh, you're right. Well, actually, it looked like it might have. I can't remember.
Did it?
I can't remember. Edgar gained a level. See, I fixed it. It took me a long time to fix that.
Yay!
I want to see if this does anything. So these are called blast voice in Japanese. Well, I think they just like hit each other.
Nautilus is one of my favorite words.
It is an interesting word.
I knew someone who made a game called Nautilissa, or something like that. They were in a dream.
So Fangamer should get the rights to Final Fantasy VI merchandise and then like make... Uh-oh.
Make uh-oh!
Oh, crap.
Oh no, Bannon!
Oh.
We can reset, right?
It's because I confused him, didn't I? Hey, we got new text, maybe. We're doing it again.
Okay.
I was actually just trying to get more text. That's all. I won't toy with those guys anymore.
Don't toy with them.
Well, preemptive attack. Oh, did it say something about a teacher?
Didn't see.
I'll have to take a look at it later. I don't know why there's a little dot there in the Google version. I wonder what that's about. Bannon gained a level, except he broke my thing. Terra gained a level.
Bannon wasn't in all caps before.
So I think we died, but we didn't lose our progress. So Edgar still gained a level, I think.
Oh. Why can't we use Phoenix Downs on Bannon, though? Is he allergic?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe he's used them too many times. He'll get overdose, or maybe it just doesn't work on him anymore. Wing. What does that do? What does wing do? $650 gil. Man, I can't believe that like I'm playing this game and there's like all these people watching me now. I remember playing this when I first came out and I was having so much fun. But it was like I didn't really have any other friends who knew this game or even liked RPGs. So it felt like a very personal thing. And I don't think I would believe myself if I told myself that people are going to watch me play this game in the future. For work.
What the hecky?
It's a leaf bunny.
Aww.
It's called a leafy bunny or something.
Yep, in this game you keep experience after dying.
That's nice. I really liked playing 7 Saga back in the day, and I keep wanting to do some kind of stream like this where I just compare them side by side.
7 Saga?
Yeah, but I know that not many people like that game. I think that would be fun to do sometime. You need to set up time aside for that game. Alright, so we're going down here to do a trick. Yeah, I'll put them up before we get there.
Okay.
Oh, I was doing some stuff the other day, some programming, and then I got like, I was trying to identify characters for the level up message, and while doing my testing, I got like characters to use Terra's palette here. So like Locke would be dressed like with those colors, and that looked really cool. And I just looked at all the different characters with those, and
Did
sometimes
you take pictures?
I took 1 or 2, yeah. I didn't tweet them because I feel like I'm blast voicing the Twitter feed. I also got Kefka's like final attack message in the game, like before he does Goner or whatever, to appear just in.
Wait, there's a cool trick someone just mentioned. You can technically save as Terra at the first save point in the Narshe cave, play the whole game, die to Kefka, and restart at level 56 or whatever you're at.
And you can do that somehow to like get access to the airship and like return back to this good world after the world blows up. You can do all this weird stuff by doing that. Also, if you die over like 255 times in a row, you can really screw up the game.
Really? Why? What happens?
There's like a stack overflow, and then I think that gives you control of the game's code, and then you can probably do whatever you want with it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. He's like from the Lost Vikings or something. I like how that was good.
You okay there, Bannon? He turned into crazy Terra, Esper Terra.
That was good. He's just like a headless sideways Bannon here or something? I'll have to like get a gif of that or something later.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing F-Zero. This is Mute City 4.
Thank you, Chocobopes.
I don't want to look at him. Okay, so there's some healing stuff in here. Actually, let's go straight up and see what happens. Hey lady, didn't you just bust in here wearing Magitech armor? In Japanese they're saying, weren't you that Imperial soldier from the other day?
Okay.
You are a previous Imperial soldier.
Oh.
Oh wait, I thought I had to sneak around, yeah. Wait a sec. That doesn't sound like his character. Get out of here. If you don't, it's like, or else.
Oh my god. We're supposed to keep him alive.
You're right. He's game overed. Hold on, I'm King Edgar of Figaro. Liar. Wow, they really added exclamations there. Oh, I like that lion.
He does look like a lion. Well, the other one.
No, I like that phrase. It was just, I never heard it before. Like,
Oh.
Go ahead and lie on. Let's not get hasty here. Oh, crap.
Jeebus.
Ay, ay, ay. He says, wait a sec, and then ay, ay, ay. I wonder how this thing will say. It's like a certain phrase of like, dear me, or good grief, or it says, oh dear, dear me. So it looks like GBA goes with my goodness. Fan translation goes what to do, what to do. I don't think that doesn't really feel right.
Did Ted Woolsey have some kids who liked Power Rangers?
Did he?
I don't know.
Oh.
But that's what I think of when I hear it.
When you think of Alpha.
Yeah.
I need some water. You too?
Mm-hmm. Boy.
Oh. Edgar says, this is why I can't like men, or like men aren't my thing, something like that. And instead he says that attitude is deadly, kind of in the Super NES version. And the fan translation doesn't seem to understand at all. So this, in Japanese, he's just talking, he's referencing the fact that he likes girls so much.
Okay.
And like maybe he would like guys, but they act like this or something. Yeah, they're not gonna listen to us. Okay. That's all. And she says, sorry, it's because of me that...
I'm writing down the Edgar stuff.
What happens if I try again? Same thing.
Scram.
Oh, no,
he
it's just
kicked
her.
everyone. Ah, there's a Kratos thing. In the chat.
Classroom.
Yeah, this is a weird song to put here.
So we looked at a lot of these already. Let's just take another peek. I guess every time we come here, let's take a peek at what they got to
Did
say.
this always have this song playing?
Not the first time around, I don't think. I think we did this one already. I think we did a lot of this.
And then you're like, let's come back later.
But I don't remember if I got everyone there.
You didn't. Or there? I'm not sure.
It's more like slightly advanced tactics. About reflect.
Reflect?
Doesn't block spells that have been reflected off others.
Reflect. This is the only place to hear the song other than the load screen. Yeah, that's weird.
They don't have this at the very end, like when, like the very, very final screen at the ending. I thought it did. If you leave it on for a while.
That might. That sounds familiar.
Enemy protected by reflect. I wonder what they in Final Fantasy IV's translation they called it wall to make it fit instead of reflect. It's actually not even reflect. It's more like reflect, like reflect. There you go, reflect. It's not actually a word. But then it goes with reflex. Get this chest. Got a tonic. Near fatal status can result in special hidden skills. So fatal, I guess that's okay. See what happens if you select command fight. It says if you choose to attack, you might unleash a hidden special attack.
That's crazy.
It's a very big difference there. Like if I had known that, because it spells it out for you in Japanese, if I had known that, I would actually literally have tried it in the game. Can you mention that? Because like if they do have low HP and you do an attack, they get some special crazy attack. And I learned about that later after reading like some online FAQs that I downloaded at a relative's AOL house. So the fan translation, they called blitzes. They called them death blows.
Mm-hmm.
And then so here, they're also calling just special attack. This is just a special attack, it's not a blitz, but they're still using a death blow. So it makes it sound like if they have low HP and they fight, they might use a blitz,
Mm-hmm.
which is inconsistent. Just this whole line I'll talk about probably.
Okay.
Each sword tech sword, oh, they're telling me this before we've even gotten, has its own nickname. Oh, okay, so in Japanese, like when you get, I'm just gonna call him Cyan, okay, you guys?
Okay.
I'm gonna call Cyan. So in Japanese, he gets his special sword techniques, and you can actually go into the menu and rename them using like there's like a kanji selection menu.
Mm-hmm.
So you can name it something cool, whatever you want. So that's what it's saying here, is that you can rename the sword techniques to whatever you want. But since you can't do that in English, it says it has its own unique name, which is kind of silly. And it's actually talking about the sword and not sword techniques. Yeah, so this is pretty different. Looks like it's called Bushido in GBA version. Looks like Google's doing, when it doesn't know now, it does his/her for stuff, which is interesting. You gain more sword technique skills over time. Oops. Alright, so there's nothing about learning new sword techniques over time. It is instead, in Japanese, it says choose like there's a special on the menu and then choose the sword technique, press A. When you're done choosing what you want, then press start. So this whole line got changed in the Japanese, or the Super NES version and the GBA version. The fan translation, the big reason I think they did the fan translation was for this, for stuff like this, the sort of gameplay content that got removed from the English version.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even that important.
Well, I wrote down lots of stuff to say
That's
about
good.
sword
Yeah.
tech stuff.
That's good. When multiple images of your character flash on the screen, weapons won't touch you. It says it makes it harder for them to hit you. You could still possibly get hit, maybe?
Becomes hard to be around.
So this word here, bunshin, is like that ninja technique where you can like make multiple copies of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I don't know if there's a really good single term in English. Everyone says it differently. Looks like it has illusionary images here. Mirage is used here. But split image is a good one.
Yeah. Shoot. I used to... I think I know a phrase for it.
Doppelganger?
No? I'll think about it.
Life 3. So it's called Re-Raise in all the Final Fantasy games in Japan.
Yikes.
But they go with like Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3, Life 1, Life 2, Life 3 in this version too. So Life 3 automatically brought back even if a status is affected. That doesn't quite match. It's when you're like knocked out of commission, you automatically revive or KO'd. Yeah. And then in the fan translation, it actually just goes out and says killed, even though that's not necessarily the case. Let's see if it translates it here. Just basically when you're unable to fight, it'll revive you. Regen, HP gradually come back. So this is, I guess this game is where HP is already considered a plural by itself. So hit points. Normally I would say HP gradually comes back.
Yeah.
You know, there's two schools of thought of how HP should be handled, as a singular or as like as individual points.
hit points gradually. Yeah.
It should be like HPs gradually come back, or HP gradually comes back. This is a weird.
Gradually comes back.
This is sort of a different variation, I guess. Runic turns many magic attacks into MP, can be used repeatedly. Oh, so the description of what the Runic does, it says that in the next turn after you input it, you can absorb for one turn, or one time. In Japanese, it's like the magic sealing sword. Let's see if it shows up here. What do they call it here? Yeah, magic sealing sword in the fan translation. Seal sword. That's strange that they put that there.
Maybe because they're
like
they shortened it in battle,
okay,
or
yeah.
like in the menu.
And it looks like the GBA version kept out the part about like, oh here it goes, remains active until spell is absorbed or another battle command is given. Oh yeah, I see. That's what it says. It stays in effect for one turn or until the next input, and then until it's absorbed once. Oops, it said something about trance. That's also a spoiler, isn't it? Shoot, I missed what it said. Dance and rage.
Did you skip over trance?
Yeah, because I have to redo it. Okay, so dance and rage, once selected, will continue until the battle is over. Okay. I can take a quick look again. Morph increases attack and magic power. Duration increases with battles fought. I really should have read this. That would have made more sense. I always wondered like what makes her turn back or not.
See, normal people skip these rooms all the time.
Duration increases as... Okay, let's look at the fan. Yeah, so I get the feeling from the Japanese phrasing that just the more battles you do, the longer you can do trance overall. And that's what the GBA version seems to imply too. But in the fan translation it says the more often you fight without transforming.
Oh.
So it adds that in. So like if you take a big break between it, then it'll last longer. I don't know which is correct, so people who know the game's mechanics will have to...
The more often you fight without transforming, the longer it lasts when you do transform. That isn't really...
I mean, I think I've heard that somewhere. I don't know. I'm glad we came back to look at that. Okay.
Write down transmorph.
Oh, look, I'm trapped. Oh, okay.
Should I write down transform and morph?
Yeah. We'll come back to do that some more.
Okay.
Okay. So we got to sneak back in.
So Locke here says it does actually reset when you use it, so the fan translation is adding extra correct info.
That's interesting. Cool. So does it work the same way in the GBA version then? And then the GBA version is also wrong? It's weird because then that means that the original Japanese is wrong too. So when Locke first helped me, he fiddled with something right around here.
This is typo.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Good job, Poe. Thank you. I never noticed that. Wait, I don't have cheats on, do I? Okay, good, I don't. Have you guys noticed that?
It's hard to notice because, you know, H and N so close.
Okay. Knowing him, there's probably some secret switch in this rock wall. It says, Edgar says, yeah, I've heard Locke already told me. It's probably...
A lot of people have never seen it.
Cool.
Like, everybody.
I swear it's not anything I did. Okay, and so in Japanese, the same word is used for listening as for asking.
Oh?
And so he literally says, "I've heard from Locke."
Mm-hmm.
And then in the fan translation, it says, "I asked Locke about it." But it's pretty clear from the verb usage that it is meant to be heard and not asked. And as I mentioned, I'm listening to rock. He's listening to rock music.
Yeah.
Maybe if I tweak this afterwards.
He's got to adjust the settings on his phonograph. Gramophone. I don't know.
Now you're doing a different type of tweaking.
Oh, okay. Just a big old hole that popped up there.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on now, let me scroll up here.
Okay, we got any barbecues?
Not a barbecue, but Rayska said magic points being the things that you learn spells from Esper. Part 1. The duration of trance is based on how many magic points you gained since the last time you used them.
Wow, okay.
And then magic points, the thing you learn spells from Espers with this.
Okay. So then, in a way, everything is wrong.
Okay, so what is that?
I mean, I guess technically they're both right in a way, but they're both not right.
Maybe every explanation is wrong.
I don't know. I feel like when I post this article, I'm gonna get so many, but actually people, they're gonna like show me the assembly code and things.
Hey, that's fine. I'll update the article.
I would prefer to update as few times as possible because it takes so much work to write just one. All right. I always like to go here, and there's nothing to do there.
We got a BBQ.
Okay.
Aren't magic AP still tracked even when you don't have espers?
Are they?
What is AP?
When we finally get espers, you can equip them on a person, and then they start to level up for that person. And then once you get enough, that person will permanently be able to use certain spells.
Oh.
It's basically a second type of experience.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I always mess this part up. Someone should make a challenge hack where that's crazy. Goodness, what's that?
They put all this here and I'm gonna forget it.
Yeah, so he says, what is this place? Or this is the place. This is what? I think this is a security checkpoint. If we follow the light exactly, we'll probably be okay. Oh no. This is kind of a long... Okay. Okay, so he says that he's heard that this place is used as a testing grounds to whether or not like strong people can be hired as Narshe guards. So remember before where like we learned that Narshe can stand up to the Empire, and it's because they have such like powerful guards. I guess this helps explain, like they got like an application process and trials and stuff. But that's written out of the Super NES version. I never knew that. If we follow the light exactly. So Super NES version just completely writes that out. The GBA version brings it back. Okay. We should be fine. Let's see. As I would recall, if we follow that light, we should be able to make it through. And if we get it wrong, we'll be surrounded by the light.
This is so much stuff.
And we can go back by selecting the red light. What? I forget how this works actually. Something about a red light if we mess up. Must tag the glimmering light. Sounds like they added that. feel like I'll have to look at that in more detail later. Actually, let's mess this up. That's why I don't remember. Oh.
You get in a fight? They didn't say that.
Dark side. Oh, they're all called dark side.
Okay. If you screw up, the light surrounds you. If you hit A, when the odd colored one is in front of you, you can brute force your way through.
Okay.
If you
Man,
hit
I
the
guess
wrong one, you get a
I guess I
fight.
don't always get this wrong because I don't remember this. That's pretty neat.
Okay.
Okay, so kick me back.
Oh, good, it's showing me again.
Okay, I might get it wrong.
Yeah.
Which
I know
way should I
this
go?
much, it's...
Yeah. And it's like down here? Wait. Oh! And it's like this.
Over.
Can't believe I messed it up that many times. That'd be a good way to like keep solicitors out of our house, away from our house, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone's always trying to sell us stuff.
I want to set traps in the front yard.
Home Alone style?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They don't read our signs.
I know they don't. Alright, shoot. If I go in here's something. I know this is where the Moogle town is. Oh, there's a lot of
my
talking to do
God.
here.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to do...
Moogle Cave.
Here we go, this is gonna help. Kupo. For some reason they put quotes around it in the fan translation here. Are these all just the same line?
Did you?
Kupo. What's up?
Did you delete a layer?
Yeah,
Okay, I was typing.
because I can't really keep track. Well, I've
Okay.
already lost track of everyone.
Sorry.
Kupo. I just want to make sure I get as many numbers as I can. Okay. I'm gonna assume everyone else has Kupo.
Except for this one.
Kupo do. Cup.
Cup of tea. Cup of tea.
So is there still some... Can I check this? I don't want to get something... I don't want to steal something there. Or does he have to move out of the way?
It's on the tile, so you can't get it. He's standing on the
Okay.
tile.
Received rune edge, so it's a rune blade.
Rune blade. I got it.
I wonder why it's edge. Yeah, you can put it. I still need to make all the descriptions work. It's kind of annoying work though. Consumes MP to inflict mortal blow. She uses MP. I feel like it's probably not mortal blow, but like a critical hit or something. Can I go back in there? So if these are were-rats, does that mean they're human rats? How does this work? What does a werewolf mean? Doesn't it mean like man-wolf or something in like some language?
You know, I forgot.
What are these things called again?
Vaporites.
Spirits or spritzer.
So like spritzer.
Oh, she's gonna waste her MP on this hit.
Yes, where is man in Old English?
All right, so those are human rats.
But we got a different theory by the mighty Bob Barker. A were rat is a rat that's been bitten by a human and turns into a human on the full moon.
Ah, I like that theory. And Narshe is just like hoarding them, keeping them in this back mine.
The sprites look weird because of the eye ear thing.
Mm-hmm. Glad I have sprint shoes on. Oh, I haven't tested my setup with multi-party systems. So when we get that later on, I don't know what to expect. Ooh, can I sleep? No. Alright, here we go. Hello, Mr. Returner guy. His name is Arvis. Oh, his name is June. Is Jun. Yeah, you can see. It's June in the Japanese version. So they changed it to Arvis for some reason, and it's the GBA version has it as Arvis too. I wonder if that's a reference to someone, because that's a pretty specific name.
If you want to keep June, that sounds like a lady's name.
Yeah.
Like June Lockhart.
That's probably a good reason. Like, yeah, I think it's exactly it, probably. Just like how he changed Tina to Tara.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was like, oh, that sounds kind of dumb, because there's actually people named Tina.
Mm-hmm.
Are there people named Tara? Tara Long?
Yeah, but spelled
Oh,
differently.
you're right, yeah. Okay.
New girl named Tara growing up.
Tiara? Arvis, what's happening here in Narshe? How do things stand here in Narshe? This town's neutral. I've tried to get the people to side with the returners, but... Alright, so he's finally like speaking properly about the whole situation between the returners and Narshe. As we saw on day one, he was like, the Super NES translation got everything wrong, and it made it sound like this guy wasn't a returner.
Oh, is this the same old man?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is the old man that like, when Tara woke up.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Anyway, why on earth have you come here?
We're on Earth.
Yep, of course maybe... I haven't written about that, have I? Of course maybe you... With you and the King of Figaro here. I don't... Where's this line coming from? So this line about, anyway, why on earth have you come here doesn't seem to be here. He's saying that, like, if Sir Bannon and the King of Figaro have come here, then could it be? Or maybe, like with Sir Bannon and the King of Figaro here, maybe we could make something happen? Yeah, it seems like the fan translation makes the same mistake as the Super NES translation for some reason, which is not even a mistake, it's just like a totally new line. How are your people? They all went slightly berserk when the Esper was discovered. They did not berserk. They feel uneasy or anxious. A little on edge is what they say in the GBA version. The fan translation feels in line with the Super NES translation.
Mm-hmm.
Going berserk or being frightened. They don't seem frightened, they seem uneasy. Yeah, Google uses anxious.
Everything is anxious.
We believe this young woman is our only hope of reaching out to that Esper. So the GBA translation gets us better, where we're able to get answers to our questions. It's not so much about reaching out to the Esper, but about getting answers.
Yeah.
Fan translation gets it.
So does Google.
Yeah. My people are dying to know what the Esper looks like. In Japanese, it's more like what it actually is and not what it looks like. Because then they just say they saw it and they went berserk. It's like the opposite. So this is wants to know like the true, whatever the what they actually are. What is the Esper? That's what they want to know. They don't want to know what it looks like because apparently they already know what it looks like.
They want to know.
Yeah, they want to know what it is. Yeah, you can see the fan translation says they want to know what the Phantom Beast is. Yeah, the true identity is sort of kind of how Google goes with it. Maybe Terra can help restore some order to our town. I never noticed those two lines about looking at Espers being like contradictory until now. In Japanese, it's saying depending on how they accept things, they may be willing to take Tina in.
Yeah, GBA gets that right.
Yeah.
But not the fan translation.
Yeah, fan translation gets it wrong, definitely. Make sure I don't forget about that one. So this is kind of just like a really messy like dialogue all around in all the translations in Japanese. So I'll have to look at it later and sort of organize my thoughts here. That Esper is either going to save us or dig us an early grave. So in Japanese it's like, is the Esper going to be a savior for us, or is it going to be an emissary from hell for us? It looks like the GBA version is the exact same as the Super NES. The fan translation is closer to the original Japanese there. Google is really good, wow.
Yeah.
It's so weird that like I can just translate emissary from hell off the top of my head. It's the sort of stuff I have to translate all the time.
I think the next one in line was Lock.
Was it?
Or you can say.
What was it, you guys?
Or you can do whichever you want. I just wanted to see Bannon, and I saw him.
You saw him turn into something.
Into Terra.
So what do we do next? Also, probably they couldn't talk about Savior. It's like Savior in like the almost religious sense.
Save Sabin for last.
Okay. I remember the very first time I played it, I did him first, and I had a lot of fun just walking around, leveling up and stuff. Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops. I need to use that word. I always forget. Stymie. That's a really good word. But now he desperately needs to escape. So I wonder what he actually did to...
Same line in GPA.
Oh yeah, you're right. Locke has... So the fan translation says Locke succeeded in detaining the Imperial forces, but that sounds weird. You don't detain an entire army, do you?
Unless he's really good.
Like you put him in a detention center or something? Alright, so he lost his escape route because of like the strict or the tight security. Fan translation misses that detail. Where'd it go?
Did he jump in the water?
Nuts. Gotta get to Narshe on the fly. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's kind of saying something like it could be Sekuso, which could mean like shit, crap, darn, damn, dag nabbit. Just sort of like the whole range of like acceptable for children shows to all the way to like F words.
Yeah.
But it looks like for this translation they went with nuts. Which feels kind of cartoony, actually.
Locke had a sideways looking sprite and it was cute.
Gotta get to Narshe on the fly. So it looks like Nintendo allowed harsher language by the GBA version.
Yeah, but get to Narshe on the fly seems kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's sort of that kind of
Oh, yeah.
character.
On the fly, instead of quick.
Says, who the hell are you? Get lost. Something like that. It's okay.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
On the fly, to me, means like
right away.
Yeah.
Like right now.
right now.
As
no
you're doing
thinking.
it.
Yeah.
Duncan's wife. I'm sure there's a hidden passage under the rich man's house. Find the room that's drafty. Oh, so the GBA version. Okay, so the Japanese version is pretty close. There's a secret pass. Okay, I see what's going on. Yep, the Japanese or the GBA version is pretty good. I keep doing that. I keep going GBA in Japanese. That nobody can locate. Fan translation says something about there's a draft that nobody can locate, but that's not in there originally. There are always loopholes in a rich house. Let's build a loophole in our house, but we're not rich.
Okay, so we got FF3 Log Z. On the fly means more like without any preparation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was trying to say.
Let's do a save here.
Like my mom would say, right this red hot minute.
Really?
Yep.
That does sound like a South thing. Alright.
You don't have the sprint shoes on.
Yeah, I can't help it. Unless they like unequipped them for me. No, but maybe I can equip something. Oh, I don't got anything on.
Oh, what happened, Locke?
So we want, was it magic defense that we want?
Whoops, we forgot to switch the shoes.
I don't really know what I want to do here. Vigor raises fight damage. Alright. Halt. He says, what are you doing there? Wow,
yeah.
Google got it.
Are we teaching Google?
Oh, we are. Heavy armor. I don't think I can kill these guys yet. I think they might kill my butt. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I think this is one of the few times you can see this background.
He was slipping on some banana peels there.
So what happens if you kill those guys? Do they just still stay there?
We got a question from Kieran. Do you get the feeling they retranslated the entire script for the GBA version, then went through and added some of the more memorable SNES lines back in?
I think it feels to me like the original script was being consulted as it was being translated. It was not really like an afterward thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the feeling I'm getting. Item shop. Okay, what do you guys say, lady?
Whoa! She kept sliding.
Avoiding the armored soldiers. They have no sense of humor. Oh, wow. Yeah, so watch out for the armored soldiers. If you talk to them, they'll kill you immediately. Google says, take care of armored troops. I will kill you if you talk to me. That's a pretty good one to include. Maybe I need to shorten my articles. It takes so long to write. Oh, I didn't talk to that guy over there. You're that thief, Locke, aren't you? So he's saying you're that notorious thief, Locke, right? Infamous thief, notorious thief, infamous drobow. Hey, call me a treasure hunter or I'll rip your lungs out.
Oh my god.
It's not that rude in Japanese. Just like, hold on. Calm, that's treasure hunter. I wonder if I can kill this guy. Oh, I didn't see his name. Okay, good.
Should I just say what was the merchant's name?
No, we'll see him in a second.
Okay.
Oh, I'd always have to go and open my mouth. Excuse me.
Oh.
He's like saying this phrase in Japanese can mean so many things, but it's kind of like maybe like I give up. But it can also sort of be in a less literal I give up.
My.
All right, let's see what this guy has to say. Nothing. I'll do that in a second. I want to try to talk to as many people around here as I can. Actually, I don't even need to get it from him. I can get it from someone else. Scram, you blockhead. Do people ever use that phrase anymore?
There's a
Blockhead?
Lots. I don't know. I've never heard that in real life.
I hear it, you know, in the Three Stooges. I don't like strangers. Bring me some cider and maybe I'll talk to you. We've gotten that line before. My grandfather was a servant for the richest man in town. So I think we saw that. Only people dressed as merchants may pass through.
Oh.
So he says, but I've been told that only merchants are allowed to pass through right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess dressed as merchants was our hint.
So add that in. That's a pretty tiny but clever addition to help people out. Alright, so we need to go steal some clothes.
But about those Magitech dudes, let me see. There was something.
Yeah. What's up with those guys?
Aha. If you can kill the Magitech troopers, they do go away.
Oh.
But Oxford says, I've only ever done it with a level 99 leth rubber banding.
Oh.
With level, I don't know.
Yeah. Right. You're that thief. Alright. I think this part was where I was like, okay, this game is doing new things. Like you actually have to steal.
You can steal!
His name is Shop.
Or you can shop. Oh, steal merchant.
Stole
You have to
Plume's hat. Stole his clothing too.
That's pretty funny.
Here we go. I don't know what you're doing down there, Google. These are a little tight, but the price was right. I like that phrase. That's another one of those memorable phrases from back then. It says in Japanese, it's a little small, but oh well. Ooh. No, he's like, hee, and then runs away. Agriculture. Okay, let's see what people say to me now. Maybe there's some new lines for me. Halt. Oh no!
Whoops.
I'm halting. I'm complying. I get agricultured out of there. Alright, so I'm gonna assume that they're all gonna just like attack me. Alright, now we need... Let's see if we can talk to this guy and if he has something new.
He wants some booze, man.
Yeah. What? No cider? Yeah, he has a new line. Says, what? Weren't you supposed to bring alcohol?
What? Do you have sake?
My grandfather was a servant. Merchant, right? You may proceed. That doesn't sound like what a kid would say. Okay. And then there's a There's like a secret passage here if we wanted
Why do we have to be a merchant?
to pass through,
Oh.
to walk around town.
But
So we're trying to escape the town,
yeah.
and everyone will spot us. So now we're trying to blend in because only merchants are allowed to walk around freely.
Okay, that's why.
You can also, well, I'm gonna take that armor.
Can you just fight people in the shop and steal?
I'm not buying anything.
Buy nothing.
Oh, I wish I had sprint shoes.
We'll just have to make up a song of walking. Doop 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 doop.
Scram, you blockhead.
Wow. Oh, so it's a helmet, not hair?
Yeah, so it's like a low-ranking soldier. I don't know why the GBA says no text. They might have like reassigned this enemy to a new slot that doesn't exist normally. Kakyubi Hanashi. Alright, stole his clothing too.
What?
Here we go. Is your little too big? But they'll do.
Hang on, whoa. They're a bit too large, but he didn't charge.
Oh, that's really good, GBA. You're trying to like imitate the snappy phrasing of the other one.
That's good.
That's really good. I like that. It's one of my favorite things with the GBA.
Cannot be helped!
Sorry for the octopus. What?
Bide suit.
Why did Google... was he the one who sent Ultros?
So I guess that's why he's green. You had to look different.
Yeah. I wonder if they say something now. Get back to your post.
No, I want a sandwich. Nobody ever relieved me from my break.
That clown, Kefka, is on the verge of invading Narshe. So it literally calls him a clown, huh? But
Yeah.
it doesn't in Japanese. He just says like that jerk or bastard or something like that.
Yeah.
Just being rude about Kefka. But so they went with clown in the Super NES version. And idiot in GBA.
Yarrow.
Oh. Okay, there's a whole second half of this line. And then like he says, well, but I have to call him Kefka-sama in front. That's all I can call him when he's right there in front of me. No, the fan translation misunderstands what he's trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying like I can't call him a jerk to his face. Hey, Halt, what do you think you're doing? Good.
There's another green one down there.
Yeah, that's one I usually steal from.
90s people called everyone clowns all the time. Yeah.
Time's up. Good, I'll take a break.
Time? Sorry.
Yeah, it's basically what he's saying. Is it time? And then he's thanking us. In Japanese, there's many words where it's thank you and sorry are use the same word. That's what's going on here.
So this one's sumo.
He's saying that like, thanks for like taking over for me or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're taking his shift, but we're not really. Halt. A detached force is making its way toward Narshe. We'll link up with them soon. Okay. There's some tiny details I could have touched on there, but it's not worth it. The Empire has taken possession here. Yeah, I would say occupied.
That's good. Under Imperial occupation. Here is the Empire.
Same line. All right, we've gone over 12%. Oh, they really put a lot of people there, huh? To make sure we don't get out. Some of these people would probably say different things if we had a merchant.
Oh yeah. We
Stuff.
can't change back?
Yeah, I think we can. The ship isn't going anywhere. We saw that before. Back to your post. What's up?
Okay, Seles has dialogue if you show up in a soldier uniform.
Oh yeah, and then, or if you show up as merchant.
Yeah, is it either or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, can we do that here?
We're gonna do it soon.
Okay.
Never a dull moment. Time to guard the passage under the big mansion.
Oh my god.
And he's like, oh no, or crap, or something like that, and in Japanese there, time to guard. It says like, it's time to guard the secret passage in the basement of the North Mansion. I like loopholes. Oh well, life is tough. It's like, oh, whatever. So I've started drinking this far. Is he gonna actually leave, or is he just gonna? I think he's saying like, I've been drinking for a while. I better not. I can't stop.
I ain't going to work. Shoot.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, better never than late. That's great. I love the GBA one. It's not better late than never.
I read it as better.
Yeah, me too. So he says, oh well, better never than late. And then he goes back to slacking off and drinking. And the fan translation misunderstands. Like misunderstands and then translates with the wrong type of quick or quit. I heard there are 2 secret tunnels under the rich man's house.
Is this his house?
No, this is the bar.
Okay.
One leads out of town, the other to one of these houses. Did we get that one? I heard they grabbed a famous general who turned traitor. Yeah, and it's not a famous, but maybe like the famous woman general.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently betrayed the Empire. I've heard that they have her trapped, or like threw her in somewhere, have her confined in town somewhere. What's up?
The lady general is just generic army from Google.
Famous military woman. It's definitely a general. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. It's actually the word is shogun.
Really?
Shogun, yeah, general. So I'm surprised that the fan translators didn't like acknowledge that.
I wouldn't know what to do if I was asked to translate shogun.
Well, it's just a general. Military woman. Maybe they were like, a shogun is actually a Japanese warlord, super leader. It should not be used here.
Well, that's what I
Really? Is
I read.
Is that what you think?
Well, I read the book Shogun. I thought only one person could have that title.
All right.
Maybe in the 1600s that was true.
I talked to all these guys. I forget what's down here. Oh, there's the cider guy. Oh, that's how we get in there, isn't it? So what happens if I give the guy his cider? I forget. Do I get?
He'll talk to you.
Oh, I learn where the passage is, but I already kind of know where it is.
Hazard wants to know, did they call General Leo a shogun too?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'd have to double check. Maybe we'll see soon. I don't want to steal your... Oh, I can just kill him, huh? Look, as luck would have it, I'm fresh out of merchandise. Unfortunately, I'm out of merchandise. Sorry. Unfortunately, the product is getting dirty. I'm gonna pound your face. Guess I'm out of luck.
Zaka, ginger name's nothing.
I'm gonna kill him and then maybe get another line.
Wow.
Video games.
What if you walked up to him as a merchant clothes?
Probably no difference. Same line as before. I wonder if I can stay here.
Ooh.
Okay. Did it say something about the squirrel?
I thought it said statue. Could have been squirrel. Zulie's awake.
She got hour and a half. The stature becomes 80 girls. I like that one. Oh, maybe I can get sprint shoes now. Yes. I will take one sprint shoe. I don't need two.
Why don't you get two so you can give them to everybody in your party? You'll never not have them.
Yeah, I usually try to buy a bunch. I should get another one then. Haha, I'm fast. I'm Sonic. Anywhere else I can visit? Guess I better go in here now. Wait, let's check these shops real quick.
Yeah, I want some stuff. I got money now.
There's a guy here. Uh-huh. Yeah, he's going like, Yeah, same.
What?
They're practicing their lines. I'm kidding. Alright, let's go inside the mansion now. The haunted mansion. Oh, I guess we have to go the hard way.
Under the floor?
It's like, I forget where exactly it is. Is it here, or is it...
I can't feel any draft here. I exist outside of this pixel world.
Oh, well, maybe I'll just do it to get the lines.
You can't use the passage without delivering the cider.
Okay. Now I need to go find the guy. Where's the guy?
Can we buy it in that shop with a syringe on it?
Oh, there's the one in the inn. I'll get that one. With the syringe.
I think it's a sword, but it looks like a syringe on the icon. Should you talk to the citizens as merchants? As a merchant too?
Are there a lot?
There were those two guys saying, "Huh?"
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, we're gonna steal his clothes. Here we go.
Can I stay dressed as a merchant the whole time? I like that outfit.
B-Day suit. Oh, I need to... Oh, I don't get to see what it is. I wonder if there's ever a chance I can point at it. Actually, I can look at what it would be. Let me look. Oh, I sure hope my buttons don't do anything for the emulator. What would it be called? GBA version? For something like Naked or B-Day suit or something.
We were looking at a long old list
Yeah.
of enemy names here. I saw number 24.
Let me try Naked. We're gonna have some nakeds. Enemy 315. Okay. Alright, so the machine calls it naked. Fan translation calls it nude. GBA calls it birthday suit. And it's just like nude or naked in Japanese.
Okay.
Wait, he still has his clothes on. How is this physics working? I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything.
Well, I'll give you this fist for free.
Okay, we're gonna go in here and talk to these guys. Imperial soldiers are pigs. Green suits live to brawl.
Wow.
Yeah, it's saying that Imperial soldiers have ranks The green ones are like the bottom rungs, low ranking grunts, I guess you could say.
That's weird. But it's... Oh, Oxford says that's a game hint?
Oh, you're right. Oh, well, here's a literal one.
Oh, okay.
The lowest ranking soldiers are weak and love to fight. And you can even steal their clothes because they leave themselves open. Because there are many skis, I will steal clothes.
Yep.
Skiing or snowboarding doesn't happen until Final Fantasy VII. Alright, so now we gotta do the cider thing. Let's do that.
Have you ever had apple cider? Like the alcoholic kind?
I thought we had. I thought we got it last year or sometime.
No.
No, I don't think I have. I could swear we did. Let's get some.
Okay.
Let's get it today.
No.
Hey, you. Come to steal my cider.
Why? Did you come to steal my
You
sake?
thief. Says, yeah, basically, just angry. He's happy that he stabbed someone. Took the old man's cider. Obtained cider. Old man's wine obtained. I got my old liquor. So, I didn't program the rare items or anything. I didn't think anyone would care. If you think we should take a look at them, let me know. Like, there's not a whole lot, and then
We do know what cider is.
They come and go pretty quickly sometimes. One time, like, I screwed up my game, I think doing the realm thing on accident without even knowing that it was a thing back in the day, and then I got all kinds of weird key items that I've never ever seen before. And I don't think ever get used in the game. I thought there was like all these secrets in the game that aren't there. Okay, let's go deliver alcohol in this Nintendo game. My grandfather was servant, merchant. Ah, cider, glug glug.
Gobbibbit.
Gobbibbit. Huh? Secret passage. Well, there is one that leads to the rich man's house. So in Japanese, he's saying, do you want to know about a secret passage? As I recall, there's a secret underground path to the north mansion. What?
GBA, a question. GBA says pub, right?
Yes.
But it still uses cider though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like half and half. Oops. Go downstairs and give my grandson the password. It's I forget. Grandson.
Psst, hey kid, I forget.
That'd be clever. The password is Rosebud. So it's like wild rose in Japanese, and that was actually the password in Final Fantasy II, I believe. It was like an important password to have in Final Fantasy II for the Famicom. And then, actually, before we end the stream, I want to show off something, but then courage, and then, like failure. But they kept Rosebud, and that's kind of like, our movie thing.
Roses, Yuki, and Sensei.
You're an Imperial spy. Can't fool me.
Oh, did you say Rosebud?
I'm gonna beat you up. Oh, he fried us with magic. Or tased us.
He tased us. Oh, Locke! Oh no!
Ouch, I gotta steal me some new clothes fast.
Well, how are we supposed to know the password?
Yeah, and so in Japanese he's like, it's back to square one, basically. And then in the Super NES version, it says like what you gotta do. You got that? And in the Super NES version, it changes the text to tell you what to do. Sorry this is taking so long. Usually it doesn't take this long to get through this segment. But I'm trying to be a little complete. Okay, let's get his clothes. I wonder if anyone has acted this out like at a cosplay convention or something. Walk stealing a merchant's clothes.
I don't know if that's allowed.
Well, they'd be wearing something underneath.
Okay.
Okay. Can I just do this? Okay. Courage. Secret entrance. He literally just says secret entrance in Japanese. Secret of secrets.
Right down.
Good luck. This, how do you say that? It's like a word for cool or good. Like, literally, it's like sort of Japanese people trying to say the word good in English is gu. Gu. They don't say the D part because often we kind of stop before we say it. Good.
There's a da. What is that? Guda.
Well, that's also the da is just like, you know, the des sort of
Dane.
thing. Yeah. So good, huh?
Gouda cheese.
Yeah.
See, that's me translating. I'd be like, Gouda cheese.
So you're like
That's
Google
it.
then.
I am.
So this is that secret passage I went to before that you were like, what?
I mixed up katakana again with hiragana.
That's fine.
I do that all the time.
The Imperial troops have turned this house into their headquarters. She says that in a way in Japanese where she clearly does not like that. Thanks to our informer, this town fell instantly. I wouldn't say traitor. It is more like an inside informer. I guess so, betrayer here. I always got the opinion that was like inside informant.
Thanks to the legitimate, this town could easily be declined.
Oh, same line. It's very quiet.
Something bad's gonna happen.
Chung.
Oh,
Magic
yeah.
armor.
They don't care what's going on.
So here's a new one. Wind the clock. That was just a jump rope rhyme. In Japanese, just like, oh, no, never mind. She said the same no, never mind before about General Leo. GBA version left it the same. Screw the screw when you screw her up, hey. I think that could become a song.
Do I need to like...
This is good. This is the jump rope rhyming thing. I think it's good.
Okay.
Rascals, knock it off.
Oh, he's babysitting.
Yeah. Nori, those guys.
Shizure Hide.
And here's the informant. Oh, what have I done? I betrayed the town and I didn't even need the money. What have I done? Fan translation feels a little bit off, but it's not terribly off or anything. I got it. Kim is dazzling and sending information to the Empire. It will not happen.
I hear the wind. You can hear it. That's why there's no music, isn't it?
Change clothes.
These are fine.
Do you like disguise? Oh, I didn't mean to do that yet. Oops. I've seen her before, of course. She's one of the Empire's generals. So the GBA version changes this part of torture.
Oh my god.
It changes this part. I think I've heard that has something to do with some events in Japan that happened at the time. Some like certain attacks or things. I forget what. And I should probably look into the details on that. Alright, this is what happens to traitors. Traitor is like this. So I wonder what they do if they don't torture her like this. Do they just say like, no food? You smell? Product of genetic engineering, battle-hardened Magitech Knight with a spirit as pure as snow.
She's genetically engineered?
I don't think there's anything about genetic engineering in here. That's pretty advanced science there, but it's saying that like through like she became a wizard. What Ted Wilsey would have called a mage knight. Or wait, no, she's a mage warrior, a motto warrior, a magic warrior, produced artificially. So like she was artificially given magic power, basically.
Okay.
Fan translation gets this very wrong. It says, but beneath the mask of her rank, she is nobody. That's not true. It's just saying that no one has ever seen like the woman that's hiding beneath that battle-hardened general.
You haven't answered your question.
What is it?
About torture?
Yeah.
In the GBA version, she just stands there. She's taunted verbally and then falls to the ground for no reason. And Amethyst Frost says, what I've heard is that the game's rating would have gone up in Japan by showing a restrained person being assaulted.
Okay.
But
I mean that does make sense. Around that time, they had started instituting a stronger ranking or rating system. But for some reason, I remember just some big event, like some school student like murdered someone else or something, or bullied them or something to death.
Okay.
I'll have to look into that.
We'll look that up.
Alright. So I'm gonna call her. What should I call her? Seles.
Seles.
What do you guys say? I'm going with Seles.
I was gonna say go with what you went with as a kid.
I never talked about this game out loud to people.
Seles sounds good.
So the reason I bring that up is because the last time I played this on stream, I would always say Seles. Yep, and I got on people's nerves. I used to do that with Cecil, Cecil, Cayenne, Cyan sometimes. Anyone else?
You didn't do it with Sabin and Mash.
Nah. I don't like MASH. So the mighty Seles has fallen. How can you serve those cowards?
What am I looking at here?
He's laughing.
Oh.
He's got a big open hole in his face.
Yeah, there's a hole in his face suddenly.
Alright. Hold your tongue. What? Isn't it true Kefra is going to poison the people of Doma to the east?
Shut up.
Kefka's planning to poison every last man, woman, and child. Okay. Shut up.
Noisy.
Yeah, the word for like to tell someone to shut up is the same word as saying something is noisy or loud. So you see that sometimes. I'd hate to be in your shoes tomorrow. He's saying that like you're gonna get executed tomorrow anyway. Just talk big now while you can. Now I'm hitting the helpless. Keep a close eye on her. Watch tight. Yes, sir, I can go for days without sleep. He says, yes, sir, I'll watch her for 3 days and 3 nights without sleeping.
No, same thing in fan translation. Oh my god.
We're ninjas.
I thought he glitched and he was up in the ceiling, in the wall.
Okay, we're gonna get her in our party now. So this is where she'll have a different line. Zzz, wonderful.
Smack him.
Remove her chains. Wait a few minutes. Remove the walrus. That's a good one. Put that one down.
Looking at her is good enough.
So it's not wait a few minutes. It's like keep staring at her. Keep looking at her. Remove her chains. What do you hope to peddle down here? So fan translation says what brought you a place like this, but it's not referencing in the fact that he's dressed as a merchant trying to possibly sell something. And the lock says, oops, I forgot I was wearing these clothes. He's apologizing for being dressed like this. I'm with returners. Name's Locke. Returners? I used to be General Seles. So in Japanese, it's like, I'm General Seles, or was. Like she's gonna say is, but then she says was. And you can see that in the GBA version.
Yeah.
And the Google, you can see the was kind of stray out there. And now I'm nothing more than a trader. Let's go. You take me along. Thanks, but no thanks. I can barely walk.
No, not impossible.
I'm grateful, but even if you got me out, you'd never be able to protect me. No, I think I'm better off here. So she's like ready to like
Give up.
give up and die. Yeah. She's pretty battered.
It is better to die deadly here.
So the fan translation says, but even if I go with you, I have no way to protect myself. But that's not the case. She's saying that even if you take me out of here, you wouldn't be able to fully protect me. There's no way you'd be able to. So who she's referring to there is mistaken by the fan translation.
We got something, a question.
Sure.
Does anything imply in the Japanese script that it makes sense that she would even know who the returners are? They seem like not a very big organization so far.
So I was under the impression that she does. Well, it did seem like she recognized the name, because then she said, like, oh, that, returners, oh. But I got also elsewhere there was a line that said how they're wiping out returners all over the world. We're near on the brink of extinction or whatever. So it sounds like the Empire's been fighting the returners. So they would know.
They're just kind of the known resistance group?
Yeah, just the resistance, yeah.
Okay. Normally people just...
And so they're like really ready to almost, be destroyed, like right now. Alright, and she says in Japanese, and in that case, it would be better for me to stay here and just wait for death or greet death, like bravely, or like, oh, our cat is talking. Okay, a lot of stuff there about dying and things like that.
Rock protect. Come here, Wonder.
She's going to the... Oh. Trust me, you'll be fine, she said. And so he says, I will protect you.
Should I go get her?
No. Let's go.
Rock, go.
Wait. I'm enjoying all these different spellings of her name.
Seles?
Yeah. The soldier has something important on him. Seles says, the soldier might have something on him that will be helpful for escaping.
A lot of people thought that cat was their cat. She gets loud when she wants attention.
Yeah. Our cats are very vocal and they like talk back to us and things. It's really neat.
Oh, she's in front.
Zzz. There's a clock key in his pocket.
Heck yes.
Take it, stealing is wrong. A clock screwdriver in the pocket.
Let me know. Let's take it.
Took the clock key.
Screw. You got the screw of the watch?
So it's not a key, it's more like crank, maybe you would call it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I never noticed that she puts her hand up like that. I didn't know she had that kind of sprite. Oh. Some bread too. Mumble. He's saying like, I want curry rice. And in GBA he wants soup. The fan translation wants curry rice. And curry and rice want to eat mumbo. So that's a really important one to write down. They did a food localization there. Everyone should eat some Japanese curry rice tonight if you can. I never knew it existed until I went to Japan, and the first time I had it, I was just like, this is, why don't I ever have this?
Oh my god.
And then I brought it back, and then now you love it to death.
I make it all the time. We can make it tonight. What happened, dude?
You gotta have cider, though.
Curry rice and cider. Hey, he said soup now.
Did he where?
In English. In Super Nintendo.
Oh, shoot.
Dang it.
Well, yeah, write that down. Alright, let's put some stuff on her. Relic wise, do we have sprint shoes? Oh yeah, we got sprint shoes on.
I thought Locke had sprint shoes.
Yeah. Put and then we will put that, I guess. I don't know. Should I put her in the back? I can't remember how weak she is. I guess she's not too weak. She's level 11.
Ooh, a girl that's not weak.
I mean, she's a general.
Oh.
But only level 11. An old clock. It's not ticking. Wind the clock. Screw the screw of the clock. A lot of secret passages here. I always get lost here. There's a lot of enemies here. Commander.
Commanders.
Commander. And so she has ice.
Did you miss a treasure chest?
Did I?
Before the secret passage.
Oh, I can take a look. Wait, is it back in that room?
Maybe?
Back in here? Oh yeah, that one. I programmed this to work too. It took me a while. The money display.
1,000 gil was in my hand.
I have many gills.
And there are 2 secret passageways?
Yeah, I don't remember how it works here. Received iron armor. Oops.
So Seles and Terra are never weak. They're the strongest characters in the game. That's refreshing.
Kung Fu suit.
I'm so used to Paula like constantly dying.
Yeah. me do some healing here.
Seles looks really sad.
Yeah. So is it here where there's the secret? Oh, I think I found it. I was thinking that we should probably buy a whole bunch of Final Fantasy VI Japanese guides now that like we're looking at the game in detail.
Okay. The bird flew really close to the window.
You can look into that in after we're done.
Okay.
Grudge. What the heck does that mean? I'll have to look up what that means.
Okay.
When I release this tool finally, like sometime after we finish this, I really hope that fellow hackers and programmers will help make more things like this. It's pretty simple. Because I would like to do this with more games.
It doesn't look simple to me.
No. Did I just totally fall for something? We haven't had any dogs fight us yet.
Brizad.
Sounds like a sort of like fake name a guy named Brad would call themselves.
Brizad. I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere. Like, either on a comedy show or for seriously taking themselves seriously.
Okay, I guess that's a fake. It faked me out. I'm guessing there's one like right around here somewhere. Vector pup. Here we go.
Vector pup.
A vector hound.
Why is it Vector?
Because Vector is the name of the Empire city.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It makes me think of vector art.
No.
We got a question.
Yeah.
Are you pulling live data from the other ROMs, or did you dump all the text?
Yeah, I did the second one.
Okay, dumped all the text.
I wanted to make sure that the stream wouldn't lag, and it's just easier to have it all handy. So, using that same technique, you could just have like game notes and stuff pop up on the side. Like if you're in a new part of the world or like a new city, you can have like all kinds of stats and maps pop up on the sidebar if you wanted. It doesn't have to be translation related. We did that once with Final Fantasy IV just for fun. Where are you? Is it fake? Oh, good. Oh, the cats are walking around. Ooh, I remember there's some fights in here or something. I better.
Hi, Suni.
I remember there's like a really easy to miss one. Seed ether.
Cats, we've got an hour to go. Y'all best calm down.
There's like a secret one or something. What is it? Maybe it's okay. X potion, but then there's like one that's like, there we go. We got ribbon, and that's one of the really good items. But I don't think we need it right now. Oh, strange. There's no enemies down there after all. So is there another secret here somewhere?
What about if you disable some layers?
That's kind of... Oh, it looks like a little Link from Zelda one right there. That's the first thing I saw.
Yeah. Doesn't really help too much.
There we go.
Ah, perfect. I guess with these, to stop them articles from being so long, just like pick out the best and then best of the best.
Yeah, I tried doing that, and then it got long.
Still?
As I was writing, I was cutting stuff out.
Oh.
But this is stuff that people are going to reference for years and years, so unless I write a book about it, which I just want to sleep anytime I think about writing books.
Oh, a nap sounds good after this.
I know, I'm thinking about it.
Drink some cider and take a nap.
Oh man, I want to buy some pizza rolls. Does that mean the Plinket's coming or something?
I wouldn't say so. There've been no hints.
Earring. So look, it is earrings in Super NES, but it says more powerful if paired. So does that mean you're going to be wearing 4 earrings? You know? Because you can wear 2 relics.
Yeah.
And it's plural already. I never thought about that until now. That's why it says earring in GBA and fan translation. In the Japanese version, there was no problem because there's no strong distinction between singular and plural. You have to sort of be a mind reader.
It is, yeah. Sins of Science makes a good point. It's possible to wear 4 earrings, but...
Oh yeah, I know, but you wouldn't...
Yeah.
Look, she's already wearing earrings. So she'd be wearing more than 4.
Yeah, see?
Does this... raises magic damage? It doesn't look like it does. Magic power, wouldn't that be... Nah. You're a bugged game. So make sure, like, if I'm gonna miss a chest, let me know, you guys, because I didn't know that there was 2 secrets here.
It adds an extra calculation to the game math.
Okay.
It increases in battle.
Jerky Shake. Oh, I love that name. That's the official name now. Did you know, like, at Five Guys you can get bacon added to your shake?
Yes. Didn't we discuss that at length once?
On stream?
Oh, not at stream. No. Just you and I discussing, should we do it?
I don't want to ever. I'm sure the sweet and saltiness and savoriness is probably a good combination.
They also have salted caramel
But
now.
it probably, oh cool. It probably is just, you feel like you died after eating it.
Remember that, like, a couple years ago, there was the crazy thing about putting bacon on every kind of sweet thing?
Do they not do that anymore?
I don't know.
That's the way out, I think.
Good question. How do you bacon with a straw?
That's a very good question. Maybe it's like, well, I guess the boba tea, you got those big straws. Maybe they use the big straws.
Oh my god, you just get bacon bits in your throat and you start choking? Do you scoop the shake out of the cup with the bacon? It's okay, Zuli.
Stop it.
She's getting spooked by some sounds.
Wonder doing her business.
The litter box dance. Oh, make the straw out of bacon. There it is.
What is the point of this place?
Screw you up.
How do I get that?
Got a lot of non-bacon fans in the chat, which is a first. Usually people go nuts whenever bacon's mentioned.
Well, maybe it's the blowback or whatever is hidden.
If you want to save the earrings for later, Mado, they also make Sabin's Aura Bolt more powerful because it's a magic attack.
I didn't know that. That sounds good. I think I left him unequipped anyway. Oh, she's doing the thing now where she's saying, I want to play.
Should we take a break and feed them real quick?
Feed them? Like at this time?
Because then they wouldn't bother us.
It will change our lives here, though.
Okay.
Received heavy shield. It's called a large shield in Japanese.
Are you going to be doing this dungeon for a while?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's called a great sword in Japanese, but a regal cutlass. I wonder why they changed that. You write that? No, I already have that. Okay. So what is the stat I want up? Is it magic defense or M block? The one that's like kind of bugged. I feel like there's another chest here, but I'm gonna get out of here.
All his blitzes are magic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Whoa.
Man, I played this game so many times, and I sometimes would level everyone up to 99 and get all their spells on everybody. I can't believe I had that. Oh, Zuli, no.
Come on, Susie.
Can't believe I had that kind of free time. Alright. Why are you helping me? Why are you protecting me? It's closer to what it is. And Locke says, you remind me of someone.
You remind me of the Babe.
The Babe Ruth?
Ooh, that went over Mado's head. It's a labyrinth.
Oh. But what's it matter anyway? Locke says, oh, never mind. Actually, nothing. I'm doing it for myself. Can you mark this one down? I would mark this one down.
Okay.
Like he was ready to open himself up for a second, and then he decided, no, I better not. I'm just doing it for myself.
Okay.
Alright, what happens here? Scram, you blockhead.
Oh, okay. You don't know I'm the one on trial here? Or executions happening?
Alright. So I wonder what the overworld music is going to be now. It's a mithril spanner. That's what that was last time.
Ours said load wrench.
Yeah, I guess they got rid of the mithril thing. Write that down. The load wrench. Julie wants to play. She might pull your cord there.
Okay. It'll pop off.
Okay.
It's magnetic.
Let's sleep. We're already sleeping together.
Are we headed to where Terra is?
We're going the wrong way right now.
Oops.
We're gonna see what they say. The Empire has taken possession here. Oh, that's the same line. I was hoping there'd be something neat there. Do you remember this part of the game at all?
Mm-mm.
This branching part is one of my favorite parts of the game.
I remember people changing clothes.
Hmm.
But I think that was T Edition up in the airship.
I should make Final Fantasy VI like style savvy.
I don't know about that.
So should I get the chest now or wait until later in the game? Chat, please let me know. So these are acrophies, Cartogra, Calothagra. The fan translation, whatever that is, it seems like to not be something made up out of nowhere. No. So I wonder if they did some kind of research and found out what it is. Cryoliter and Primordite. So I'm just seeing if I should get chests or not while here.
Oh. Didn't get an answer.
No one. Oh, wait until the World of Ruin for the chest. Okay, thank you, HS39.
Wait, who said that? Oh, I didn't see it.
Let's see some time here on our speed run. I miss this kind of sprite art. Like what they did with Final Fantasy VI for mobile. Oh my god. Oh, this way, I think.
Remake these with Earthbound style.
What is that noise?
What sound is it from a while ago?
So if the fan translation is saying, what was that noise just now? But in Japanese, it's more like, what's that noise that we've been hearing for all this time?
Oh.
So not just now, but all this time.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Sometimes I die against this guy. We'll see if I die now. Huh?
Oh.
Something's coming out of the wall. It's not what you think, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Is this a crack?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Tunnel armor.
Tunnel.
It's called dig armor in Japanese. And he uses, this guy's magic, if you're showered by his magic, and then there won't be a shred of you left. I think.
He'll be scrubbing
Yeah, if that thing hits us with its magic, they'll be scrubbing 2 big scorch marks off the wall. So, fan translation totally gets this wrong. It says it mainly uses magic attacks, so it won't be able to damage us. But that's the exact opposite. It's saying we'll be fine against this magic, and then the official NGBA is like, oh crap, it's magic. It's gonna kill us. I'll draw its magic attack. That's added to the Super NES version. It won't hurt us. So it's explaining that we should use her runic ability in the Super NES version, but it says it nowhere else. So that's mention that. Just the Super NES version explains what to do specifically. And then Locke says, how are we supposed to do that? I can simply absorb the attack with my runic blade. Are you sure you'll be okay? Just you watch. Dig armor. Oh, did you see that? That's great. You definitely need to write down this enemy's name. Hold on. There you go. Look at Google.
Oh.
Drill. He's not even using magic. Bolt. I love that sound. I feel like I probably don't have to ever use her once I do the runic, right? Oh.
Bye.
I'm in trouble.
Man, Seles.
No, I was being stupid playing.
Oh.
I want to bring him back to life, but I just know that, well, he'll get hit right away.
Yeah, that's the worst when you waste a life thing and then they immediately die again.
So I don't mind when I die. If I die, I die. Oh.
Okay, Ivan Drago. I think you should leave him dead.
Yeah. But if it's gonna hit that hard, I don't think she's gonna survive one bolt. I'll probably have to do Runic next time, if I can make it in time. And then I need to heal fast. It's a gamble! Yes, I got it right. Now we'll do a potion. High potion. Is that a red skull on its thing there? It's gonna do another runic, I think. So I will... Oh, yes. Take that.
Whoop. Oh, okay, that's you. It's the Imperial insignia. The logo of the Empire.
Come on. There,
yes!
we did it.
Crack!
You would normally press the thing now, huh?
I don't remember what I pressed.
Like
or just like victory,
thing?
yeah.
Who saved who here? Whew, looks like we're in the clear.
We'll lock you dead.
Alright. Choose a scenario.
HS39 is remembering when Locke said, "I'll protect you."
Wonder no. Oh,
Come here one day.
these cats are just walking all over our stream setup now. Alright. So we're gonna do Sabin in a second. Are you gonna do a break?
No, I'm gonna shut them out.
Oh, okay.
Julie.
Let's see, what are some interesting things we can look at? Earrings, gauntlet, ribbon. Did I get anything neat?
Okay.
They might be annoying later, but... Alright, people are gonna hear that it sounds like now we have a secret wind.
Oh,
A
the
secret,
door?
We have a loophole in our house. Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're gonna get this far today. What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who fell from the raft after the fight with Ultros?
Orthos! Orthos!
Oh wow, they called him Orthros in the fan translation and Google.
Orthos.
So in modern Final Fantasy translations, his name is Orthros. He was called Ultros in the first Super NES translation, and looks like they left it in for the GBA translation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about like its origin or anything. I'm gonna assume it's based on some kind of mythology. Maybe if I highlight it. Nope. Oh my god. Well, that's a good sign. Alright, here is Sheepa Rabbit.
We have some information.
Okay.
It was named Orthros in Final Fantasy 13, but in 14 it was Ultros.
Whoa.
So it depends on the game.
Is there like a timeline split, like with the Zelda? He's Orthros in one and Ultros in the other. So I don't know what this is supposed to be
In
called.
Record Keeper, it's Ultros.
B-Core.
What are these things? It's that thing.
It took me forever to understand what it is. It looks like it's like a weird bird and it's sticking out its head toward us.
It's a velociraptor with a shawl on.
And
And
Epiornis, whatever that is. Looks like the fan and the GBA translation tried to go with a very similar name, but they spell it slightly differently, so I'm guessing that's also some kind of mythology. Alright, I'm gonna try something. I just remembered it after all these years. I think I did it wrong. I did the opposite. I'm trying to remember his suplex. I can't believe I forgot. It's like has down and up and X and Y or something. Once in some combination. I'll look at my menu. What's up?
Well, Google said I obtained what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I obtained 355 down there.
Mm-hmm.
But with the font it has, I thought it said I obtained ass.
Oh.
Because I'm over here at an angle
Mhm.
and it's a strange font.
X, Y, down, up. It's one of my favorite places. Who are you?
Who are you?
Howdy, I own the dry goods business out here.
Merchant. On the chocobo?
Yeah, I'm a chocobo item guy.
But he's dressed like a soldier.
Says no one, yeah, everyone knows me around here. I guess so. I don't know.
I'm a curio dealer on a chocobo.
You're not from these parts, huh? Wow, look at all those, look at the fan translation. They really kept up with those ellipses.
That's the most extreme I've seen.
I don't know. It just seems like obvious overkill. Well, uh-oh. Wheel no matter. Another typo. Except they fixed it for GBA. See the goods, not interested. There's a bug.
Yeah, a bug just flew into the window. Oh, and then it bounced off and it left. There's no bug in here.
Wound hat. I think I have some of that already. Sprint shoes I don't need to worry about. I can sell stuff later if I want.
The plumed hat, didn't you steal that from the merchant?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. I think that's why people were saying that I should do this last. And I forgot what the answer people were saying about what stat I need to really level up. It's like magic defense or magic evade. I can't remember which.
I just know he's supposed to wear an earring.
Yeah. And the sprint shoes. Sprint.
In block.
M block. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Chat.
Chat experts.
Chat spurts.
Whoa, the dog just can't stand strangers.
Well, it is a dog, never has a dog.
Super NES translation sort of has him talking like someone who's cool and cold and doesn't talk much. He wouldn't say whoa like that.
Mm-hmm.
You on a journey? I got separated from my friends. Say, can you tell me how to get to Narshe? I got stuck with my fellow. Imperial soldiers have built a base somewhere beyond the forest. Yeah, it says like the forest to the east. The GBA has it.
Okay.
It's not that. It's not. Yeah, go ahead. It's telling you where to go, huh? Already? The Empire. They seem to have their sights set on Doma Castle. Oh, this is a long line.
I said Donna Castle.
Let's see. Oops. So Doma's next, huh? I have to reach Narshe immediately. And so in Japanese he's like, so Doma Castle, huh? But I must hurry to Narshe. So there's a but in there. It's not important, don't worry about it. Your only hope is through Doma. I'll show you the way.
Why does Shadow want to help us?
He gets money.
Oh.
He does his own thing.
Okay.
He sometimes will actually leave you. He'll just leave the party and then like you have to find him somewhere else.
Like that one guy in East 8.
Oh, I don't know.
I forgot his name. He's purple.
Alright, I'll show you the way. He's like, I'm willing to show you to Doma. Just know that if I may take off at any time if I feel like it. And so he uses Orde. Shadow does. Okay. Welcome a partner.
That's weird. Does the dog come too?
Yeah. Yeah. Whew, no child could be this mischievous. Oh, for pity's sake. And you call yourself a repairman? Oh wait, is there more text coming on? Causing trouble just like a kid. I think they added something there in the GBA version.
Boulder Dash.
It should be Balderdash,
Yeah,
right?
I thought. Unless
I don't know.
I'm...
Child ain't no child around here.
What happened to Google?
He's as crazy as this old man. So this old guy, he always he's kind of crazy to begin with, but he always just sounded like slightly off to me when I played this way back in the day. I'm gonna have to look at this again, so you can just write down to make me relook at this.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready for you to leave. Go on, I'm tossing you out onto the veldt. Yeah, so there's a 2. So I'm going to throw you onto the Beast Plains 2.
Oh.
So that's what he did with the Sun Gao.
Oh, this is...
Yeah, so this is the dad. Yeah. And then... Oh, the GBA version does the next line. Interesting. I'd rather take a stick in the eye than deal with that guy again, says Sabin. But in Japanese it's more like, this old man's crazy. But the GBA version says, I think this old chocobo is missing a few feathers.
I would take that literally, and I'm like, where's a chocobo in here?
Yeah, this whole place is crazy to begin with. This whole scene, yeah. Oh, we didn't see what Gruul said at the end there. We'll never know, huh? Unless I try it again. Aw.
What?
Hey.
Oh!
You're the clockmaker? I've been waiting for ages. So it's a clock repairman, not maker. But maybe it's the same thing. Same word in English, I don't know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What happened to Google?
No, I'm not the clockmaker. There it is on the wall. Ain't been ticking for 5 shucks, maybe even 10 years. Cats are trying to break in.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Lawnmower repairman, eh? Couldn't provide worse service. Grass is 25 feet high out back.
Whoa! I like this guy.
So he's a lawnmower repairman.
50 feet in the GBA.
So it's 15 meters. This is good.
The grass on the table is the bow.
Can
15 meters. What? What should I do?
Nothing, but can you write down this line? Because this is like a good one that involves unit conversions and changing numbers.
Grass, 25 feet, 50 feet, 15 meters. Okay.
No more lip, repairman. Fix that stove on the double.
Oh, you do have a stove.
You're saying it's so cold I can't stand it.
Stumble and be cold.
Goodness, then you must be. You're here to fix my bed. It's squeaking like all get out. So he speaks like very old man style in Japanese.
Mm-hmm. This sounds like an old man I would know in like my old hometown would speak like this.
So if the fan translation says gish gish it goes. Does that make any sense to you?
It squeaks?
Is that what you get out of it?
No.
Because in Japanese it literally is like gishi gishi,
Okay.
which is a creaking sound, but they didn't bother to translate that it creaks. They just said it goes gish gish.
Okay.
That's a very strange choice there. Like squeaking wasn't good enough.
I only know about squeaking because it said in English.
Okay, are we going back to this? Okay. I feel like just with this guy, we probably got a whole bunch of lines. So that first, or crazy cats. All right, so
Oh, bye.
I don't care about Shadow
I'm not taking him?
because he'll run off, right?
I don't know.
Like he'll just run off randomly sometimes.
He'll get experience though.
I think he gets experience even without us, and then we'll see him later. I think.
Oh.
Don't we see him later at the camp? All right, well, let's just walk over there.
Okay.
I'm not leveling up, so I might have a hard time. Alright, let's try this. X, Y, down, up. Oof. So it's Meteor Strike.
Whoa!
Technically Meteor Strike, but it's... Oh no, I'm in trouble.
What? But suplex is so good.
So if you tell Japanese players, hey, I suplexed a train, they won't understand you.
Yeah.
If you draw it, they'll understand.
Mm.
If you see you Meteor Striked a train, then they would understand. So the idea is that all of his attacks are like... A lot of them feel like wrestling moves, maybe, in English. Is that where suplex comes from? So, but in Japanese, they're more like martial arts, anime martial arts moves and stuff. Yeah, like fire dance. We got Phoenix dance at some point.
We have a tip.
Yeah.
You have to take Shadow now. You recruit him now if you want to take him. He's got lines if he gets all the way through the Phantom Forest.
Okay.
Wait, we're going to the Phantom Forest already?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking we might just get there and stop.
Okay.
Because that whole part would be nice to do in one shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna recruit him. The Reaper is always just a step behind me.
This is the perfect music for him.
So, yeah, it's
I am always chased by the Shinigami.
yeah, that's what this is right here. It's like the god of death.
Ah.
Wow. Our cat is trying to talk to us.
Avoid finishing battles on the world map to make sure Shadow stays with you. He is. I think I saw someone say earlier he's a 1 in 16 chance
Yeah, he's
of
very
leaving.
likely to leave. So I'm gonna... Should I just run? Yeah, I don't want to fight 5 guys.
You mentioned it again.
5 guys?
Yeah.
Are we going there?
No.
Get cider?
Mm-mm.
There's cider milkshake with bacon. I don't quite remember where it is, but I guess we'll take the wrong way to get there. I've never tried this approach of just not fighting. No! It's hound tackle.
Oh, puppy.
Oh, They sound cute, sad.
Yeah.
I'm going totally the wrong way here.
We gotta get to that forest soon so we can...
Yeah, well, I wanted to show off something else
to feed them.
Just a little secret sneak peek of something I'll probably take 5 years to do. Oh, that's right. We have to go through this campman first.
Okay.
And then there's the whole crap. I think I'd like to end it here.
Okay.
It would make sense too.
Alright.
Because then we have to go do the castle. And then we go through the forest.
Okay.
And all of that. That's going to be a lot of stuff. So we're going to end this here. But I want to show off one thing. So it looks like we made it to almost 15%. That's pretty good. So how am I going to show this off? I gotta do... Alright. I'm gonna close this. Close that out. Then we are going to... Where is it? I'm looking for my secret project. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Look at the date modified so I can find it. Okay, this is probably it. Alright. Bring this up. I don't feel like repositioning this. So
Okay.
can I put something there?
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, that makes it look more hacky to begin with. So here's the thing I was working on, and I wanted it to be something I would do live. Oops, it's using my old patch sort of.
Yeah.
So make sure I don't got like cheats or something. So a Japanese fan took Final Fantasy IV and then remade Final Fantasy II using its engine. And I had a lot of fun playing through it a bit. I'm not very familiar with 2 to begin with. And then so I started to work on a fan translation of it.
New gam.
Yeah.
So the Final Fantasy II, the real one.
So main dialogue isn't fully working yet, like obviously. But I got a couple lines of stuff in here, but everything else, like menus, enemies, items, all that stuff is working, so I thought I would show it off. I put these X's here for my purposes to try to make sure the hack reuses a lot of lines from Final Fantasy IV, and since I didn't want to have to retranslate those, I tried to mark out certain lines with X's if they need my intention. X X X X X.
Guy!
X.
I don't know anything about this. Whoa! You were in trouble from the start. None y'all can hit.
And they died.
You're retranslating it from scratch?
Like I'm gonna take the text. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull it out of the official translations if there are any. I was gonna retranslate it from scratch. The idea was, I would like do my like sort of like weird sidebar stream magic-y stuff, and I would be translating it live for people to see the process of like how you actual translation works, and like using a fan translation like this is the best way to do it because obviously I can't due to NDAs and stuff, I can't show actual translation working.
Fan game? Not fan.
Yeah, well, yeah, like, it's a fan translation of a fan patch.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so the text and dialogue and enemy names and stuff are different, they changed that, but the whole game still uses the original Final Fantasy IV's maps.
Mm-hmm.
So, and music, which is kind of interesting. It's trying to retell the whole story with these little components.
Is his name really Guy?
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. They're telling me what to do here. I guess I didn't get her text yet. I got someone's text somewhere. I know a couple people I got. And here's all this stuff. I still need to figure out some good names.
Oh, nice profiles.
I think she has some magic. It's the Rebel base. Yeah, I got the place names working. How about you?
The character sprite looks really cool.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so no, I don't think it's this guy. I think it's the other guy. I didn't get him this fake Edge. I got this Edward guys who I did my testing with. My name is Gordon. I was once the Prince of Kashuan, but now I am a mere coward. While my brother Scott died valiantly on the battlefield, I instead fled like a wretch. Oh, you volunteered to fight? I'm too afraid of Hilda screaming at me that I can't bring myself to volunteer. The most I can do is wallow and mope about. Go ahead, laugh at me.
I did.
I also had just some ideas of at Camp Fan Gamer letting people test my patch, but I decided to do Final Fantasy VI comparison instead.
Yeah.
I was waffling between the two, and Final Fantasy VI was much easier.
People are bothered that it doesn't have real FF2 music.
I mean, I figure if I ever release a patch or something,
Mm-hmm.
other hackers are totally going to tear this game apart and make it actual Final Fantasy 2. And they just use the stuff as a base. They'll make the maps and the music. The guy who made this, he made it just for fun to see if he could do it. He didn't try to recreate the whole thing from scratch. Alright, let's just fight some guys. The overworld map has changed though. Oh, there we go. I might have some save states that I can borrow.
Oh, poor kitties.
Oh, it has the ATP bar. I think it borrows a bunch of hacks from ROM hackers from around the world. Gatly.
Is he wearing a hat?
I think it's a bandana. And his hair is poking through.
Yeah.
And I think originally you can only have 4 characters in Final Fantasy 2. So you have 5 slots, so some interesting new story things happen. Goblin.
I know that guy.
And I borrowed the font here. I borrowed it from Final Fantasy VI. I was I want a new font that will stand out from all the other versions I've made.
Comic Sans.
Should I?
No, never.
I think I'm on the wrong side here. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, here's the second town. That was easy. I don't think I translated anything here, though.
Hey, this looks like that one place.
Yeah, it's missed.
Yeah. Hey. These secrets are still here.
Mm-hmm. Inside the chest was feather. Cloth. Ruby.
The dog?
Yes.
So you're gonna know where every secret is.
I got a rod. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You can hold. It's pretty good actually. Like you can run in this game. I played a couple of Final Fantasy translations, Final Fantasy 4 translations that try to implement run, but it's just awkward for some reason. But it seems to work pretty good here. Let's see, I'll go here, and then we'll end it.
Okay. Float eye.
I need to heal.
Oh boy, yeah you do.
I haven't touched this in like months, so I'm just remembering how far along I am. Oh shoot!
They're all level 1.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this at level 1. I'm kind of crazy.
You win a hard way.
All right, so we're going to the Empire's castle right off the bat.
Try not to count in.
No, not yet. Finn Castle.
What? Not fair. Dang.
The end. Alright, so there's a quick look. As you can see, I played pretty far. I think. I did play pretty far. Like when you were away for a couple weeks, I was like, I'm going to play that.
That was a week.
Was it a week?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that's it for today's stream. We'll probably be back Saturday or Monday. It depends on how long this next article is going to be. So follow me on Twitter and Twitch to know when we're going to stream next. And if there's a new article up, then you can probably assume we're going to stream the same day.
Or just then, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Something.
Alright, so that's it. See you guys next time.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help, everybody. Alright, let me pause this, and then let's go to the credits.
Take a nice nap.